leaving right after our badges.
Yes.
And then,
yes,
because we all walk off the stage anyhow and give it to them.
Yes.
So they're
Yeah.
showing out the door here.
We made sure that somebody gets it open. Just go ahead and we get that door open.
Okay.
Because you can see there's not much doors here.
Testing, test.
I think you want the volume up, so someone has to lead her out. They can go out that way too. Either that door or that door. Okay.
Yeah.
You want yours up top?
So we're going to sit down and wait for 15 minutes.
There you go. You guys are frozen.
I told the rabbi, slap me around. Tell him not to take too long. Rabbi doesn't tolerate this.
Alexa.
Oh, right there.
So how does one make this?
Yep.
Where is she? Finished.
All set? Good morning. Can I have everybody stand for the grand entrance? Please remain standing. I'd like to have Lenny D'Souza, the Human Resource Director of the Menino Convention Center, please sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by early light, what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet rise? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please remain standing as we close the exit, please. Please be seated. I'd like to have the Boston Fire Chief Chaplain John Ooney say today's opening invocation.
Good morning, everyone. Father John Ooney, Chaplain, Boston Fire, along with Grand Rabbi Ira Korf and Father John Curry, and the Reverend Carl Thompson, who can't be with us this morning, whose mom, Allison, died recently. So we keep him and his mom and his family in our prayers, but we are the chaplains of the department and here at your service, so to speak. Not only are chaplains involved in wonderful ceremonial gatherings like this, but we want to be present to you as best we can for whatever the spiritual needs are that we have. And most people think spiritual exclusively means religious needs, and it doesn't. Every one of us has a spirit. So whatever we can do for you as we accompany you guys on your journey, we will gladly. So let us pray to the God of our understanding as we come from our many different faith backgrounds. But my hope is that the God that we all believe in is the source of love and healing and peace. Lord God, on this beautiful morning, we call on you to bless, guide, and protect all of us, but especially this graduating class gathered here today. Take care of them. Take care of their families and keep them safe. Remind them of the privilege of having this job. Remind them that they do not just represent themselves and their families, but they represent the city of Boston and the Boston Fire Department. Whether on the job or off duty, that they represent something bigger and greater. Bless them, not only in the job, but in this career and in this calling. Lord, may they never become cynical, jaded, or complacent. Closed minds can come from close quarters at times, but may they always be open to how you're working in their lives as they serve, help, and protect through this calling. Bless our commissioner, Paul Burke, who's retiring this month. We're grateful for his leadership. Bless incoming Commissioner Rodney Marshall as he comes into his new role as head of department. Bless all those in leadership, our mayor, Michelle Wu, our city councilors, the union leadership, and the rank and file, and all of us in our leadership roles here today. And lastly, Lord, in this destabilized and warring world, guide each of us, but especially this graduating class as we all work to make the world a better place, a safer place, as we work for justice, which means to be in right relationship with each other, so that we know your love and your peace. Amen.
I'd like to now introduce Chief of the Department, Commissioner Paul Burke.
Thank you very much, Brian. Excuse me. And Father John, Father Curry, thank you very much, Rabbi Korf. You guys mean a lot to us. Your spiritual guidance is something that we all lean on at times when things get tough. Thank you for being there. Mayor Wu, you've always had our back. We can't thank you enough. Thank you for the support you give this department. And we have Pat Ellis and Rodney Marshall here, Connie Wong. Deputy Commissioner, thank you guys for everything you do, and all the drill instructors. You guys did a great job once again. Thank you again. Sam Dillon, the President of the Union. Thank you, Sam. Well, good morning, everyone. To the members of this graduating class, today marks the beginning of a career that few are called to, and even fewer are given the opportunity to take on. You've completed demanding training, proven your discipline, and shown that you have what it takes to stand here today. But this is only the starting point. The badge you're about to wear represents more than a job. It represents a commitment to protect life, to serve your community, and to look out for one another, no matter the circumstances. The public will trust you on their worst day. They will expect calm in chaos, strength in uncertainty, and professionalism at all times. That trust is earned every day, every time you respond to a call for help. You are joining a proud profession with a long history of service and sacrifice. Honor that tradition by doing the job right, doing the job the right way, train hard, listen to your officers, and never stop learning. Take care of your equipment, your health, and most importantly, each other. The fire department is built on teamwork, and you will rely on the person next to you as much as they rely on you. There will be challenges ahead. During your first year on probation, you will be constantly evaluated. Use that time to learn as much about the job as you can. Ask questions, observe your coworkers' skills, know every piece of equipment on the apparatus. There will be long nights, difficult calls, and moments that test you. In those moments, remember why you chose this career. Remember your training, trust your coworkers, and do your duty. Today, you have earned the title of firefighter. Wear it with pride, carry it with humility, and uphold it with integrity. On behalf of the Boston Fire Department, congratulations to each of you and your families. We are proud to welcome you into our family, and please stay safe. And as I said, we have the best mayor in the city of history, and I have the great honor of introducing that. Everybody please give a round of applause for Mayor Wu.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much, Commissioner Burke. It has been a joy and a true blessing to work alongside you, to see at the pinnacle of your career how much you pour into making sure that every detail in the department, every little action that could be taken for the well-being of our firefighters and their connection to our community has been your priority. Thank you for your service for nearly 4 decades to the city of Boston. Commissioner Burke has now welcomed 4 classes of Academy graduates to the city, bringing in more than 200 new firefighters over your tenure as commissioner to keep our city safe. Every graduation is special, and this day is a truly joyous one. It's coming on the heels of the biggest day in Boston all year. So I know some of you, including one of our chiefs of operation, finished on Boylston Street and seem ready to run another one today, Chief Ellis. And many of you all probably were at the finish line or somewhere along the way. Thank you for taking the time to cheer on our city, cheer on the runners, and then be here to cheer on one of the most important moments in the life of our city, welcoming another class of public servants, officials, and new firefighters to the city of Boston and to our surrounding communities. I also want to thank and recognize our incoming Fire Commissioner, Rodney Marshall. Thank you for your leadership. Again, with CHOP, Pat Ellis, and Deputy Commissioner Connie Wong, thank you, thank you. I also want to recognize our Deputy Chief Scott Malone and Drill Master Kenny Hayes, the leaders who make sure that our recruits are ready to tackle whatever comes their way, and for the incredible job you've been doing at the Academy. And thank you to Sam Dillon and Leroy and everyone at Local 718 for your partnership and for what you do to advocate for our firefighters and their families. To our clergy members, Grand Rabbi Korf and Father Curry and Father Uni, thank you for all that you do. I have seen you in action in our most joyous moments and in our most difficult moments with the department, and you mean so much to all of us. Thank you to our elected officials and all those guests, family, and friends who are in attendance, and in some cases, the overlap of the two. So I want to recognize City Councilor Aaron Murphy, State Representative Dan Ryan, and to all of our partners who make sure that our fire department is funded and supported and connected in every way possible. This is our first graduating class that includes recruits from every way that we have been opening the doors for the most qualified applicants to enter this department. Today's class includes former cadets from our Boston Fire Department program, veterans, Boston kids, and those who have chosen our city as home from all over. We are working every day to make sure that our fire department continues to be not only the nation's first, but the best. That includes upholding the very highest standards in training, professionalism, but also ensuring the highest standards for wellness and well-being for our firefighters and their family members. The graduates who are here sitting alongside us would not be here without the love, support, and dedication of all of you in this room. So before I get any further, I want to ask our soon-to-be graduates to join me in giving a round of applause to all of your family, friends, and loved ones for all the service that you have given. You all have seen a little bit what it's like to support them through the Academy, and we know that you will be serving right alongside them as you pin on their badge today. So yesterday, the world saw that Boston was home to one of the largest events anywhere. And that event is only possible because of the many, many public safety officials and members of the Boston Fire Department who prepare for months to ensure that we can take on a global event with visitors from all around the world in today's environment. And I'm so grateful for the 24-hour preparation and hard work that entails. But today, given that it's also the 250th anniversary of our country, I want to share a little bit about yesterday that maybe you didn't quite notice. It doesn't hit the news as much. Because in Boston, Marathon Monday is not only about Boylston Street and the finish line, it's also Patriots Day. Yesterday morning, I was over in the North End where our Patriots Day parade concluded. My duty as mayor is not only to crown the winner of the marathon, but also to hand a scroll to a messenger on horseback who's reenacting Paul Revere's famous ride. He takes off on Hanover Street and rides off to Lexington. And we do that year after year because it's important that everyone around the world knows this is a city that started it all. Everyone remembers Paul Revere for that famous ride, and maybe you might know that he had a career as a silversmith, and one of the highest honors that we give as a city is when we give someone a Revere bowl designed with his original design, a printed silver bowl that's engraved. But what fewer people know is that Paul Revere had another job here in Boston. He was our fire warden. In fact, many of the Sons of Liberty who led our revolution, Sam Adams, John Hancock, were proud members of the Boston Fire Department. They volunteered their time to protect their neighbors, and not just when our city was at war. They knew that revolutions don't start on the battlefield. They start when people love their community enough to stand up for it. And if you all have heard of the Boston Massacre and the actions where 5 lives were lost, commemorated in front of the old State House in Boston, an important piece of what happened was that there was a restlessness in the city as British actions were becoming more and more oppressive. And it boiled over with a British soldier using the butt of his rifle to knock a young child over right downtown. But what happened next is connected to what we're talking about today. People started to gather, to get angry, to push back, and then someone went into the church and rang the bell. And everybody at that time in Boston knew when the church bell was ringing and it wasn't time for church, that meant people needed to gather, bring their buckets, because there most likely was a fire. And it turned out that that was a call to everyone to get involved and to stand up and protect the Bostonians in that moment. And that's what set off our march to liberty and freedom for everyone. But that very act of knowing one of the first things that you do as a community is find ways to identify those heroes who will come when the bell is rung, who will show up when people need help, no matter what the hour, no matter not knowing what the situation looks like. That is what we are still here to commemorate year after year, hundreds of years later. Graduates, today you join a long line of Boston's bravest. Whether you are following in a loved one's footsteps or becoming in the first in your family to pin on that badge, you are now part of an institution with revolutionary roots, a department that has modeled generation after generation what it means to show up for your neighbors. You lead with courage and compassion. You answer the call, early mornings and late nights. You make Boston the safest major city in the country. Now, a few things have changed since the days of Paul Revere's Boston Fire Department. We don't have buckets by the door. We don't go to the well to get ready to put out the fire. But the heart of this department remains the same, working together to keep our city safe no matter what comes our way. That is a charge that you inherit today as Boston firefighters. That is at the root of what makes our community safe, strong, and connected. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Know that we will always have your backs, and know that our city will always be grateful for your service. Congratulations to Boston and to all of the communities who are here with us today. Thank you to all the fire chiefs who are here as well.
Thank you, Mayor. Our next speaker will be Deputy Chief Scott Malone of the Training Division.
Good morning. I'm Deputy Chief of Training, Scotty Malone. I first want to thank our hosts here at the Tom Menino Convention Center. I want to thank Allie Carver and her staff for making today's event possible. Welcome to our elected leaders, police officers, firefighters, EMS workers, union leadership, and members of the armed services. Thank you for being here. Welcome to our chaplains, Chief Chaplain Father John Uni, Father John Curry, Reverend Carl Thompson, who couldn't make it today because of death in the family. Sorrow go out to him, and Grand Rabbi Ira Korf. Thank you for providing for our spiritual well-being. It's greatly appreciated. I want to extend a warm welcome to Chelsea Chief of Department, John Quartieri, and Deputy Chief Phil Rogers. Thank you. Waltham Chief of Department, Randy Mullen, Everett Chief of Department, Joe Hickey, and Deputy Chief Sabato LaRusso, as well as Situate Chief of Department, Mark Donovan, and his Deputy Chief, Patrick Riley. As I was telling you earlier, all you recruits did a great job. They were so well thought of that I heard a few of the instructors conspiring as to how we could keep them. I can't think of a higher compliment than that. Putting together a recruit class is never simple. Typically, the process takes up to 16 weeks. This class was different, as the mayor said. It was only the second class of cadet candidates and the first hired under the recently passed local option law. That meant building this class from 4 separate lists. No small task. I'm not going to be able to thank everyone from behind the scenes who had a positive effect on this class success, but I must mention a few. Deputy Chief John Ronzio, Devin Taylor and Michael Gaskins, District Chief Michael O'Connor, and Kerry O'Connor from the Training Division. A special thanks to Deputy Commissioners Connie Wong and Kevin Coyne. Thank you, as well as Brian and Sharon from the PIO office. I want to acknowledge the leadership of District Chief John McDonald, who I work with closely with every day, and Drill Master Captain Kenny Hayes, as well as our academy instructors and adjunct staff. Under your leadership, this class successfully navigated one of the most severe winters in recent history. Your extraordinary commitment extended beyond the classroom as you worked tirelessly to clear the snow and ice to ensure the continuity of our training despite those extreme conditions. Thank you. Chief of Operations Pat Ellis, thanks for helping the Training Division hit our goals this year. Chief of Operations Rodney Marshall, thank you for your continued support and leadership. And Chief Marshall, congratulations being named the 45th Boston Fire Commissioner. Well done. Mayor Wu, we appreciate you being here to celebrate this historic class. In the 13 years I have known Mayor Wu, she has shown relentless advocacy for the Boston Fire Department. She has stood with us time and again through our happy moments and our most difficult. Thank you, Mayor. This event is the culmination of a 36-year career for Commissioner Burke. He's due to retire at the end of the month, and he has had a memorable career. For this class, he was instrumental in the implementation of both the cadet and local option programs. A large portion of this recruit class is here due to his efforts. Thank you, Commissioner. Good luck in your retirement. You're going to need a rocking chair. And finally, to the new FFOPs, congratulations. You didn't just sign up for a job, you earned the right to stay in a long line of men and women who chose service over comfort, courage over convenience, and teamwork over ego. That line is built on sacrifice, discipline, and pride. And today you become part of it. Being a firefighter, and in my mind, especially a Boston firefighter, means something. It always has. The city needs professionals who show up prepared, disciplined, and ready to work when everything appears to go wrong. You've been taught the fundamentals, tools, tactics, and procedures. You'll learn to stretch lines over ladders, force doors, and trust your equipment. Those skills are essential, but they're only the beginning. They don't define you. What defines a Boston Fire Academy trained firefighter cannot be found in a manual. It's forged at Moon Island, in the heat and sub-zero cold, in the smoke, under pressure, when quitting would be easier. It's in the pride you carry knowing you were trained to a standard that demands more. You've learned to push through pain, fatigue, and doubt, and to keep going anyway. That's where the job begins. We expect leadership from each of you on and off duty. Leadership is not a rank, it's a standard. Show up early, be squared away, be accountable. Own your mistakes without excuse, and give credit freely when it's earned. Pay attention to the smaller details, because in this job, the smaller details become big things fast. Unfortunately, this job will test you. You will see things that stay with you. You will feel pressure, fear, and doubt. We all have. That is normal. Strength is not the absence of those feelings. It's your ability to manage them, to rely on your training, and to lean on your brothers and sisters when you need to. When the public calls, as the commissioner said, they need you to add calm to their chaos. They're calling for someone to give them hope in a moment when everything feels like it's falling apart. And that moment, you are the standard they will measure professionalism by. Earn your place every day. Respect this job. Respect that uniform. And respect those who came before you. and those who stand beside you today, your new family. Thank you. Be safe. God bless.
Thank you, Deputy Malone. We'll have the drill master of the Academy class speak, Kenneth Hayes.
Good morning. First, I'd like to acknowledge how red my cheeks are right now. I'm incredibly nervous, more nervous than I thought I'd be. I imagine my cheeks look like Lieutenant Steve Flynn's head. All right? So I knew that it was going to be tough for me to read a speech, just because I want to build off what I've already heard. And Chief Malone's words, I got a little sneak peek at what his speech would be today, and he hit on so many of the points I wanted to touch on. And I'll do that in my own little way. I'll keep it brief, but I do want to acknowledge Commissioner Burke, because I wouldn't have this position if it wasn't for Commissioner Burke. My position as drill master is appointed. It is not something you bid for. Time in the ranks sometimes doesn't matter. So I commend you for allowing me to be in this position. Mayor Wu, in the short time that I've been drill master, just over a year and a half, I've seen you at every single event. And I know how busy your schedule is. I think I have a busy schedule, and then I just laugh at myself when I think about what she does on a daily basis. I can't thank you enough. And to Chief Malone and Chief McDonald, my bosses at the island, who I know I drive crazy a lot with sometimes trying to flip the script on training. We, as an academy cadre, and I'll touch on them in a second, we did try to reinvent and reimagine how we do training. We tried to make it as realistic as we could, efficient, fast, but timely, and always changing, or pivoting, as we like to say, because it does change every day. My cadre was handpicked, so I like to look at the academy staff or the cadre as another extension of a firehouse, because we basically built an all-star crew of instructors. And I'm incredibly grateful for them giving up their time to be down the island. Some of them permanently with me, some of them stuck for the rest of their careers, hopefully with me. Others we pull from the field for 4 months at a time. Like I said, handpicked, that goes a long way, and that's what my chiefs have allowed me to do, to handpick my staff. As far as the recruits go, I just want to touch on one thing. Like, I'm not joking when I say I'm a little nervous. I know I'm confident in what I do, what I teach, what I know on the job. That nervous feeling in my stomach, that nervous feeling doesn't go away. It's because I care. I want to do good. When you put yourself in uncomfortable situations, you grow. And that's what it truly is. Like Chief Malone mentioned about leadership. I said it to the recruits on day one. We have natural born leaders who show up to our recruit class on day one. They bring a diverse background. Some of them officers in the military, some of them police officers before, others leaders in their own family. You bring a lot to the table, and I acknowledge that. I look forward to working with you. Your time on the island is not over. Just remember that. Even for my out-of-town friends who were incredible during this class, your time on the island is just beginning. I look forward to seeing everyone here on Family Day on Sunday, April 26th at 10 a.m. All right, we can make it work. I don't care if you invite 10 more people, all right? I want everybody to see what these recruits have been doing. I'm incredibly proud. At the end of today, you'll all get my cell phone, and I really mean that. You'll all reach out to me with any questions you have. We are here for you. The island is yours, and I look forward to working with you. And this has been a culmination of a few months that were, in the beginning, a little tough. That being said, since we have the mayor here, can we not start a class in January, if that's a possibility? All right? Those first 2 months were tough, all right? But it only made the recruits stronger. November. All right. We're at late fall. It's done. We signed that in the fall. All right. So I'll keep it brief, and I just want to say thank you. I'm grateful to be here, and I look forward to working with all of you again, including our out-of-town friends. It's been an honor. Thank you.
I'm going to ask Commissioner Burke to step to the podium again, and I'll have all the recruits please stand for the oath of office.
Stand. All right, everybody raise their right hand. State after me. I state your name. do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and the ordinances of the City of Boston, that I will faithfully discharge the duties of a member of the Boston Fire Department and will obey the orders and directions of my superiors to the best of my ability. That's it. Congratulations, everybody.
Come on, we can stand for them. Everybody stand. Thank you. So a little housekeeping. Whoever is pinning their loved one, they will stand up row by row. If your row stands up with your loved one, we're asking everybody to stand to the row against the wall in line. And when your loved one is called, you'll meet them at the stairs. So they'll begin over here. All right, so recruits, please sit down, please. Mr. Malcolm?
First row, go ahead and stand up. Recruit Alexander, being pinned by his mother, Karen Lopes. Recruit Baker, being pinned by Boston firefighter Roosevelt Robinson. Recruit Baring, being pinned by his fiancee, Alexandra Riedel. Recruit Barrett, being pinned by his uncle, Boston firefighter Phil Byrne. Recruit Bavis, being pinned by his wife, Anastasia Bavis. Recruit Valeri, being pinned by his father, Kevin Valeri. Recruit Boss, being pinned by his brother, Nashua, New Hampshire firefighter, Kevin Boss. Recruit Boudreau, being pinned by her father, Edward Boudreau. Recruit Buckley, being pinned by his father, Steve Buckley. Recruit Mendez, being pinned by his father, Victor Mendez. Recruit Campbell, being pinned by his father, Boston Fire Lieutenant Glenn Campbell. Recruit Carvalho, being pinned by his father, Antonio Carvalho. Recruit Ali, being pinned by his father, Hassan Osman. Recruit Chan, being pinned by his father, Joe Chan.
Wait a minute. Let me.
Recruit Cologne, being pinned by his sister, Boston Fire Cadet Jesslyn Cologne. Recruit Darian, being pinned by his father, Dwight Darian. Recruit Larinard, being pinned by her cousin, Cassandra Kako. I only had one name. Recruit Donahue, being pinned by his mother, Libby Donahue. Also, if you are pinning someone, would you mind going against the wall over there, please? Recruit Dunn, being pinned by his wife, Rachel Dunn. Recruit Galvin, being pinned by his mother, Kerry Galvin. Recruit Goodwin, being pinned by his father, Sandwich Fire Lieutenant Michael Goodwin. Recruit Gover, being pinned by his father, Ronald Gover. Recruit Rio Siegel, being pinned by his father, Danny Ryan. Recruit Jenkins, being pinned by his father, Keith Jenkins. Recruit Guidi, being pinned by his wife, Tyra Guidi. Recruit Lawrence, being pinned by our very own Boston Fire Captain and Drill Master, Ken Hayes. Recruit Liu Ruiz, being pinned by her husband and Boston Fire Cadet Xavier Ruiz. Recruit Perez, being pinned by his brother, Boston firefighter Francisco Perez. Recruit Middleton, being pinned by his brother, Richard Ware. He got his coat this morning. There's probably no badge holder. Recruit McMahon, being pinned by his father, Jim McMahon. Recruit LaMonica, being pinned by his grandfather, retired Boston Fire District Chief Paul O'Brien. Recruit Margoto, being pinned by her husband, Boston Police Officer J.P. Margoto. Recruit Miranda, being pinned by his father, Ulysses Surratt. Go past, Salvaggio. Recruit Mulry, being pinned by his father, Joseph Mulry. Recruit Murphy, being pinned by his mother, Marie O'Shea. Recruit Nasuti, being pinned by his sister, Katrina Savard. Recruit Nguyen, being pinned by his mother, Tui Lee. Recruit O'Toole, being pinned by his brother, Boston firefighter Jack O'Toole. Recruit Pereira, being pinned by his brother, Boston firefighter Melvin Barrows. Recruit Lonigan, being pinned by her father, Boston Fire Deputy Chief James Lonigan. Recruit Reel, being pinned by his best friend, Boston firefighter Thomas Stanton. Recruit Lockhead, being pinned by his grandfather, retired Boston Fire Deputy Chief John Lockhead. Recruit Salvaggio, being pinned by his father, Alan Salvaggio. Recruit Scanlon, being pinned by his father, John Scanlon. Recruit Stapleton, being pinned by his girlfriend, Brittany Botticelli. Recruit Steinman, being pinned by her mother and sister, Kyung Cho and Ashley Steinman. Recruit Sullivan, being pinned by his fiancee, Madeline McAuliffe. Recruit Sweeney, being pinned by his sister, Boston police officer, Anna Sweeney. Recruit Thatch, being pinned by his father, Asola Thatch. Recruit Va, being pinned by his mother, Shonda Va. Recruit Walker, being pinned by his wife and daughter, Lauren and Layla Walker. Recruit Graham, being pinned by his father, Christopher Graham Sr. That concludes all the Boston recruits. At this time, could I get the Chelsea Chief of Department, John Quattieri, on stage, please? Castillo, being pinned by her Claudia and Stephanie Castillo and her brother, Andiel Canales. Recruit Diaz, being pinned by his wife and son, Brenda Garmendia and Andres Diaz. Recruit Monzon, being pinned by his wife and daughter, Kristen Anzoni and Catalina Monzon. Recruit Mendez, being pinned by his class Binky, Recruit Monzone. That concludes Chelsea Fire Department. At this time, can I get Everett Chief of Department Joseph Hickey on stage? Recruit Muse. Recruit Muse is going to be pinned by Everett Fire Chief of Department Joseph Hickey. That concludes Everett Fire. Can we please get Situate Fire Department's Chief of Department, Mark Donovan, on stage? Recruit Cutler, being pinned by his wife, daughter, and son, Maura, Florence, TJ, and TJ Jr. Cutler. Recruit Gula, being pinned by his wife, Michelle Gula. That concludes Situate Fire. Can we please get Waltham Fire Department's Chief of Department, Randy Mullen, on stage? First up, we've got Recruit Dan, being pinned by his uncle, Waltham firefighter Mike Fitzsimmons. Recruit Fisher, being pinned by her mother, Diane Lane. Recruit Huang, being pinned by his grandfather, Bing Yao Wang. Recruit Yu Ute, being pinned by Waltham Fire Department's training captain, John Bonadio. That concludes the presentation of certificates and badges.
At this time, it's customary for the Academy class to give a gift and have a spokesperson from the class give a gift to the Academy. So can I have the spokesperson for the class come up, please?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you. To Mayor, the commissioner, command staff, instructors, family, friends, and my fellow graduates, good morning. I'd like to start by thanking Captain Hayes, all of our instructors for the invaluable guidance and training over the last few months. We wouldn't be here without you, so I'd like to give them a round of applause. If I seem a little nervous, it's only because this is the farthest I've been from Bavis this entire academy. But if you had told me day one of our academy that I'd be standing here on graduation day, giving a speech in front of our friends and families, I wouldn't have believed you. I think our entire class would have laughed too. But over the last 14 weeks of early mornings, cold days, and countless pointress runs, some more than others, we've learned one thing's for sure, and it's that I don't shut up. But in all seriousness, I'm extremely proud of all of us. Firefighting is not an easy job. Every single one of us signed up to help keep our communities safe, knowing the risks that are associated with our new line of work. During our time, we've learned so many new things, such as search and rescue, engine operations, ladder operations, and that Lieutenant Malcolm was funny in high school. We also learned a lot about teamwork. Working together is the most important part of our job, and this academy went a lot more smoothly once we figured that out. Whether it was to carry a down firefighter out of a building, flake line into a building, or to make sure everyone had their hats for PT, we got it done together. We are all extremely lucky to have this opportunity, and we should never forget that. Remember why you're here. In the wise words of Lieutenant McGurk, it doesn't need to be a soliloquy. So I'll end on this. Graduating is a huge milestone for all of us, but this is only the beginning of our training. We have been given the foundation by our instructors, but it is up to all of us to build on it. So with that being said, best of luck to everyone, and I'll see you all tomorrow at 7 a.m. Thank you.
At this point, we'd have to, local 718 President Sam Gelson to come up and say a few words, please.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you. Definitely, usually some tough acts to follow from the command staff and our spiritual guidance, but I've never been upstage as a president by a probie before. Don't ever do that again. On behalf of Local 718, it's an honor to stand up here every time we welcome new brothers and sisters into our ranks. First and foremost, I want to thank the families of these fine young men and women. As a father, even as a firefighter, I can't imagine my kids coming to me saying, hey, I figured out what I want to do for a living. I want to run into burning buildings when everybody's running the other way. I want to put my life on the line for strangers. I can't imagine the pride, but I also can't imagine the fear. So on behalf of this union, on behalf of this department, I want to give a round of applause to you, the families, who encourage them to follow their dreams. Thank you. You heard from the mayor, you heard from the fire commissioner, you heard from the command staff, you heard from the instructors, our spiritual leaders. There's one common thread in everything they said, and it's pride. It's the pride that we have in what we do. And it's the pride that you're going to take in joining this job and joining this family. It's immeasurable. To be of such caliber, to be willing to risk your life, your safety, for, like I said, strangers, people who are out in the city right now who you've never met, they've never met you. You guys are going to come together at a very pivotal moment in time, and they're going to live because you're going to save their lives, because you decided to earn this title and you decided to earn that badge that they just put on your chest. Never stop earning that. The way you feel right now, your goal should be to feel that way every day for the next 30 years that you come to work. Proud, excited, and like Captain Hayes said, a little bit nervous, a little bit scared. Kenny talked about that feeling, that ball in the pit of his stomach. You can't put Captain Hayes in too many positions that he doesn't know how to figure out. It's not fear about doing the job. It's a healthy measure of fear in letting your brothers and sisters down. And we had a great time with you guys down at the academy the other day. You guys really seem to have come together as a team, and that's what this job is all about. For the next however many years you're fortunate enough to have on this job, stay with that mentality. Keep coming to work every single day to earn it, and keep coming to work with that healthy measure of fear that the last thing you will ever do is let down your brothers and sisters, and you're going to have a hell of a career, and you're going to be great at this job. As the president of this union, put out for this job, and we will never stop fighting for you. Congratulations.
I'm going to have Grand Rabbi Ira Korth give a closing prayer, and then we'll have a special send-off by the Academy.
Thank you for your patience. I bring you the blessing of concluding. So let us pray together. Almighty God, We gather in your presence with gratitude and humility to mark this sacred moment in the lives of these new firefighters and their families. Lord, you have called them to a path that requires courage, that requires sacrifice, that requires steadfast resolve. Grant them strength in body, clarity of mind, and compassion in heart. When they face danger, O Lord, be their shield. When they encounter uncertainty, be their guide. When they are weary, God, renew their spirit. Bless their hands that they may bring help and healing. Bless their judgment that they may act with wisdom, expertise, and care. And bind them together in trust and unity that they may stand as one in the face of every difficulty and trial. Watch over their families and loved ones who share in this calling through their support and sacrifice. Surround them all with your protection and peace. May these firefighters honor the proud tradition of those who have gone before them, serving with integrity, courage, and dedication. And may they return safely from every call, held in your grace, O Lord, as we now commend them to your care now and always. May this be God's will, and let us say amen.
Again, I want to thank everybody for coming today, and please don't forget Family Day on Sunday, April 26th at 10 a.m. at the Island. Before we dismiss the recruits, I'd like to bring up one of our favorite instructors, Instructor Fitz. Let's go, Fitz.
Group 2, 16 aside, 16 present, sir. Group 4, 15 aside, 15 present, sir.
Drill Master 63 recruits ready to be dismissed. This firefighter's on probation.
Dismiss him, Fitz.
Commander Fallout will be dismissed. This firefighter's on probation. Fallout!
Thank you all. Thank you.
Everybody's welcome to use the backdrops to take family pictures throughout the building.